Starting the week off on a crisp note, sort of the same as what we had over the weekend, and people seem to really be enjoying it, Karlene.
Oh, it's been absolutely beautiful. When you add in those clouds, Barbara, oh, those sunsets have been phenomenal. So we definitely had some cool temperatures to wrap up the weekend, and we had those carry on into today. Daytime highs are running a little bit cooler than usual by a couple degrees for downtown. For Ramona, it was about 4 degrees at 65. Also, still holding on to some heat in the desert, 80 degrees today for Borrego Springs. Opposite direction. Temperature was a little bit more above seasonal by 6 degrees. Current temperatures right now, we have a lot of 50s out there. We're at 53 degrees for Ramona, 58 degrees in Poway, but 63 degrees for downtown, 40s for the mountains, as well as 39 degrees for Palomar Mountain and 69 degrees currently for Borrego Springs. Wind speeds have been picking up throughout the day, so it's been gusty at times as well. Sustained wind speeds, especially for the mountains, have been around the 20s and 30s and even up into the 40s earlier today. We're at 36 miles per hour currently for Mount Laguna, in the teens for Julie, and the same for Boulevard. Also gusts picking up to 35 miles per hour currently for Boulevard, right along the 8, moving in towards Imperial County, and some gusts surrounding the area into the 20s. As I mentioned, we did have some stronger onshore flow earlier today with those winds, onshore winds picking up about 42 miles per hour. That was for Laguna Launch in the mountains, as well as Mount Laguna at 40 and then 39 as well. A lot going on as far as our winds are concerned. That's because earlier today we had that onshore flow, but by tomorrow we're talking about an offshore flow. So as a result, it's going to bring in those gusts yet again around the same range. We're talking 30s for the most part, but then that's also going to warm our temperatures up a little bit more too by tomorrow. So we're still talking about being in the seasonal range, but it's going to be a little bit warmer than it was today, especially with low 70s returning to the inland valleys. But then we have another event that's going to take place, that Santa Ana winds, stronger ones, and that's with gusts about 55 to 60 miles per hour peaking out, and that will be on Friday as well as Saturday. That's going to bring an elevated fire risk, especially for the inland valleys as well as the mountains, and bring really dry conditions below 15% for relative humidity values. That's going to take us from Friday into Saturday. In response, temperatures are going to warm up a little bit more too. Your 8-day microclimate forecast for tomorrow, a slight bump up in temperatures. That will be for your Tuesday at 67 degrees for the coast. But then you're also noticing temperatures backing away from that. That's because onshore flow is going to pick up with another area of low pressure by Wednesday into Thanksgiving. Note the overnight low. We're talking about near freezing temperatures to start off the day for Thanksgiving. 30s for the inland valleys, 20s for the mountains, 30s as well for the desert. Also, daytime highs will be below seasonal by about 5 to 10 degrees. That's going to stick around for Wednesday and Thursday before we start to warm up going into next week. Let's go ahead and take a look at that quiz question for tonight. How many tropical cyclone names are issued each year by the National Hurricane Center for the Eastern Pacific? Funny thing is, actually, season hasn't even ended yet. It won't end until the end of this month. So if you think you know the answer, just head to our website, cbs8.com/weatherquiz. You can make your guess. One lucky person will be selected from all the correct answers received through December 31st. You can win a 2-night stay at the Paradise Point Resort and Spa, plus dinner for 2 to Tidal. You get your new weather quiz question every weekday during this newscast and with Netta at 7 a.m.